Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. 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 Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha 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 Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Cognitive dissonance.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to our second night of chanting Om Gam 1008 times. So this is a free opportunity for all of us to come together and share our energy, our focus, our ability to connect with Ganesha, who we all love, because he removes obstacles in our lives. So welcome to Pillai Center practice. My name is Sucharita, for those of you who don't know me. Wishing you all a very warm welcome on this full moon day where we can feel the abundance of energy from the cosmos beaming into the earth plane and then waking up the intelligence inside of us. The siddhas that Dr. Pillai hails from, the tradition that he hails from, the Siddha tradition, they are readily available to us to teach us how to awaken Ganesha consciousness. And it's so simple. All we need to do is come together as a global community. So welcome, everyone. You're welcome to pop your name onto the chat and then where you're from. So here we are, we're gathering all together in this virtual classroom, and we are holding hands virtually saying, you know what, we're going to create a net and we're going to capture Ganesha's consciousness, bring it into the earth plane for everyone to evolve, because Ganesha is the first and foremost, as Dr. Pillai has shared. So the call tonight is going to be rolling out where we are going to be watching about 10 minutes of a video message from Dr. Pillai. He's going to be sharing every night a little bit about Ganesha. So those of you who are new to Dr. Pillai's teachings, you will be able to get his darshan, his spiritual transmission, to start to awaken Ganesha consciousness inside of you. And then after that 10 minutes, you will settle in to a meditation. I'm going to do a preparatory meditation to align the chakras, of course, with Dr. Pillai's grace and blessings. We will feel the chakras starting to come alive. We'll feel Ganesha's energy in the base of our spine and in our legs, and then also in our belly. And he will start to cook up that Kundalini energy. And that is the goddess energy. So this is the month of Adi. And it is a time where the goddess energy is really powerful and it's palpable. You will feel this moving energy inside of you, or heat, or maybe even goosebumps, or just tremendous power that you haven't been able to experience before. And then what's going to happen for some people is that all the negative congested energies that have been locked away in our consciousness, maybe stored away in the cells of our body as cellular memory, maybe blocking us from experiencing prosperity or opening up a path for prosperity. So Ganesha's energy really wants us to experience success. He wants us to raise our level of self-esteem. He wants us to be able to navigate our own lives. No one is going to do your life for you, for any of us. So Ganesha's energy, he's the first and foremost. He is the primordial deity that comes to the earth plane. And the siddhas right now here on this full moon are readily available to awaken that consciousness inside of us. So we want to be first in our lives. We want to make sure that we are in the driver's seat, not having to go here and go there and be distracted by all our responsibilities. We want to be able to be taking care of ourselves, both spiritually and materially, so that we can readily and easily and effortlessly help other people. So it goes hand in hand. To help yourself, you must do that first in order to love yourself, in order to feel that high self-esteem, in order to do whatever it is that you need to do so that you can be that example for others, and also pour that light and love and super consciousness into your family members, into the people around you in your life. So we will, after our video practice with our video message with Dr. Pillai, it's about 10 minutes. We're going to dive into the meditation, setting you up to rock your chakras, align with Ganesha's energy and the blessings of Dr. Pillai. And then we will go into 1008 chants of Om Gum. And last night was the first night and it flew by. So you may hear the chanting. For some people, it might be too fast. For others, it might be fast enough. For others, it might not be fast enough. So we're trying to tap into the energy of the whole group. And in general, if you can just stay with the sound gum, then that will be wonderful, because gum is Ganesha and he represents Om. So Om is omniscience, omnipotence, and omnipresence. Om is like your true home. So Om is God, or God is consciousness. And that's what we want to experience inside of us. We want to go to that happy place inside of us. So Ganesha will take us there, and whatever comes up to the surface, allow it to come up and allow it to just pour out into the space. And then it will be like a recycling bin. You're allowed to do that. You just dump everything into the recycling bin of Ganesha's energy, and he will remove it. That's what he wants us to do. Surrender all of it to him. And chanting the mantra will protect your mind, because that's what mantra means. It means to protect the mind. So protect it from any negative, distractive forces, any energies that are coming up, any memories that are coming up, and all of a sudden you're going down this path of thinking about things that have happened, things that you feel guilty about, or angry about, or sad about, or whatever. And just allow that to be dumped into the space, and then be empowered, because Ganesha is going to take it away. Then be empowered by gum, Om Gum, and stay with that mantra. Just stick with it. And if you can't chant, if you feel like, oh my God, I'm too sleepy, or if you feel like it's going too fast or too slow and you just want to sit and meditate, you're here with the community and you're going to get the blessings. So you can chant out loud, you can chant internally, you can meditate, you can even fall asleep, as some people have, because the power is so strong, the energy is so strong that some people do. So what we suggest is the chanting will take about 15 minutes. It's not going to be very long at all, maybe 20 minutes. So that's not too long, it'll fly by. And then if you want to set your alarm on your phone, and just in case you do pass out because you're tired or whatever it is, the energy is too strong, then you can come back and we'll open up the call. We're going to share a little bit about the Living Ganesha course, which is Dr. Pillai is giving an 8-day course with 8 initiations into various types of very secretive Ganeshas. Even if you read about them, you wouldn't know the secrets. We need the blessings of the master. And Ganesha has even said that only an enlightened master, only a Sadguru can give the blessings to reveal to everyone what these Ganeshas will do for that person. So if you're interested in doing that, you can check out the link for the Living Ganesha. And we're going to just share a little bit about it after we come out of our chanting practice. And then we'll open it up for questions and shared experiences on the chat. And then you're off to go and watch Dr. Pillai's video, as live video of the Draupadi Fire Labs that he has been doing in the past few weeks. and he will continue on for another few days. So we don't want to miss that blessing either. And he brings in a lot of Ganesha consciousness as well. So we want to build Ganesha. We don't want to just chant a mantra and hope it all works out. We want to feel Ganesha. So let's get settled in, and we're going to watch Dr. Pillai, and then we'll come back and do the meditation and chanting. Thanks so much, everyone, for joining.
Is a technical term in psychology, which means, to put it simply, there is confusion arising out of a situation. You do not know whether this is right or that is right. There are more than one right or wrong. You know, when you are confused like this, you have to eliminate the wrong and then settle on the right answer or right perception. And the part of the brain that is involved in doing that activity within the humans is the anterior cingulate, and the neurons are the von Economo neuron. As I have mentioned in the earlier videos, the elephants have the von Economo neurons as well. So Ganesha's special power in trying to decide the right and wrong comes from his having the elephant head, and the elephant head carries this von Economo neuron. And these neurons are very, very powerful, and they are found only in certain evolved animals like the monkeys have that, the dolphins have, and the whales also have these. Only the mammals have these neurons. And Ganesha brain, the elephant's brain, has tremendous amount of these particular neurons that gives him the ability to do that. So meditation on Ganesha will give you the ability to solve the problems, because whatever you focus on, you will become that. Yad bhavam tad bhavati, which means you become as you think. So if you meditate on Ganesha over and over and over again, then then you acquire his power. So if you want to get some power of somebody, then you meditate on that person. You fill your mind with that person, whoever that is. Then that is how you acquire power of that person or object you meditate on. And also I said that the elephant brain has a bigger hippocampus associated with memory than the humans. So the elephant memory is proverbial, and then Ganesha's memory is also the same. So the people who created the mythology are not dumb. They are the most powerful beings, and they were able to see the power of animals. So animal-headed beings are not to be ridiculed about, but then we have to really know the meaning of it. Thanks to science, that we are able to see Ganesha totally in a very intelligent light. So from now on, at least children who are growing up should try to understand Ganesha in the light of science. That will do a lot of help. God bless.
I don't do a video unless there is some power that is pushing me to do that. And that power this time happens to be Ganesha. Ganesha is a god who demands first respect. meaning that he has to be given the preeminence to be the God who need to be worshipped first. And he forced me to do this video. He is the God of the highest intelligence. And in one of the videos, I attributed his intelligence to the one economon neuron that is found in the elephant head and also in dolphins and monkeys, apart from the human beings. And one economon neuron, which is in the anterior cingulate area, is the most important neuron that evolved over a period of time and associated with higher intelligence. So he gives you higher intelligence, and I also narrated the story of a woman who became a genius in mathematics, Shakuntala Devi. And what happened to her was one day during one of these festivals of Ganesha's birthday that she happened to eat a Ganesha cookie. And Ganesha cookie that she ate that cookie, and since that time onwards, she became a genius. She became a genius so that she was able, a mathematical genius. So there is a whole secret behind eating a cookie and then becoming saturated with the knowledge of Ganesha himself. In this video, I'm going to talk about how you can benefit from the day, which is the fourth moon, the very special fourth moon on which you can access Ganesha's energy. The most important one is he is the, I said, the God of gods, and who is in charge of the highest intelligence. And it is the day for everyone, especially who doesn't consider himself that he is important, I am the number one, or unable to say I am the number one in money, intelligence, or any skill set. He is the guy the God who is going to give you that. I have suggested to people just to do special pujas or rituals to access that particular aspect of the God for the highest self-esteem, so that you can call yourself number one, and then to access that energy will be one. The second characteristics of him is removing obstacles. Obstacles are defined, something that cannot be seen at the time when you conceive of a project. It appears or shows up down the road. So Ganesha's intelligence is far-reaching, that he could help you to sort out the obstacles even before they come in your life. So obstacle removal is another characteristics of Ganesha. So there should be a special ceremony or puja to be done for that. And the third one is Ganesha finds shortcuts. He doesn't recognize time and space, and he could do things in a short amount of times and sometimes instantaneously. And then that is one aspect of Ganesha that you can access. The fourth one is he is also the God that who can give you a very pleasant physical appearance. There is a story behind that, why he is in charge of giving a good-looking face, because he has himself an elephant face. So that is another one area that you would want to focus on. Why gods are needed on this earth plane? Because human beings are very limited in their brain. Even we don't even use the whole brain that we have. And then the neocortex, which is the chunk of the brain which we developed and which is responsible for our rational intelligence, that's good for us, but then at the expense of a miraculous brain that came to be called as the primitive brain, which is not the primitive brain, which is really the divine brain, like the midbrain and the cerebellum area. So one thing that is very, very peculiar to the Hindu mythology is that there is a neurotheology. It is a kind of a neurotheology. Okay? It can be traced to brain chemicals, and also biology as well. So I thought that I would share this information with you and have a very good Ganesha Chaturthi, and then it is not a matter of just doing a ritual without knowing what it is for, or even this Gam mantra, which will silence the mind and take you to the highest level. So what you need to do, at least if you don't do anything, at least listen to the videos that I have done. That is all available for free. And then do the gum for about 1008 times. You know, we have been wasting our time a lot. At least this is an opportunity to use this time properly. God bless.
So welcome back, and welcome to anyone who has started to join this program. We are in 21 days of chanting to Lord Ganesha to prepare for his birthday celebration. And his birthday isn't just a celebration that people join and visit temples, or actually, I'm not sure if they can visit temples anymore with COVID, but there are celebrations going on virtually. So it's not just about that, it's about birthing Ganesha inside of us. And Dr. Pillai has given us some clues about where Ganesha's energy is in these two video clips. And Ganesha's energy is available in the von Economo neurons in the anterior cingulate cortex. Now, those are big words for people who aren't neurology buffs. So what that means is they are the most intelligent, the highest compassionate neurons in our brain. So when we call on Ganesha, he will wake that up inside of us. So we may experience that while we're doing the chanting today. So we're going to get settled in to a state of receptivity. So if you can just close off your space that you're in, maybe shut the door, turn your phone off if it is not the one that you're watching this with. But so turn off the volume and any distractions. And it's only going to be about 15, 20 minutes that we'll be together. And collectively around the world, we have many people joining. So you're going to feel a tremendous amount of energy and perhaps even heat in the body. So you may feel a little tired or sleepy. Set your alarm to come back. If you do fall asleep, make sure that you're in a position that you won't hurt yourself. If you're sitting on a floor and you are sitting on a chair and all of a sudden you topple over onto the floor. We don't want that to happen. So make sure that you're in a safe space that you can transition safely if you need to. And then if you are going to be chanting and it's too fast for you, then hang on to the sound gum, as Dr. Pillai shared, G-U-M. Gum is the bija, or the seed sound that is like nuclear power, and it will be planted inside of you many, many, many times, because how many of our people, the number of people are here, we're timesing that. We're multiplying that by 1008. So we're going to experience so much energy. So thanks everyone for joining. Let's get settled in. Close your eyes. So close your eyes and put your attention internally. Once you close your eyes, you shut the world out and you go inside into your inner world, the microcosm of your highest intelligence, connecting with Ganesha's energy at the base of the spine, also down the legs, into the feet, into even the ground. We're going to feel his energy stabilizing our practice. We'll also feel his energy in the navel center. Visualize a reddish-orangish light pouring down the legs into the feet and toes, back up again, into the belly, back down, just gently. Observe. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha Nirvignam Kuru Kuru. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha Nirvignam Kuru Kuru. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha Nirvignam Kuru Kuru. Now imagine a ray of light shooting up your backbone, piercing all the chakras on the way up. The chakras are wheels, energy wheels, or psycho-spiritual centers. The ray of light shoots up the spine, piercing the chakras, goes through the top of the skull and into the space. Up, up, up. Like sending an SOS out to Ganesha. We're asking him to connect like a divine Wi-Fi connection. Lock on to that energy. Now focus on each chakra, starting at the base of the spine. Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam. Move into the belly, the navel chakra. Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam. Move up to the heart center, middle of the chest. Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam. Move up to the throat, clear the throat. Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam. Move up to the middle of your brain, the third eye. Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam. Top of the brain. Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam. Now, imagine Dr. Pillai appearing before you in a form you're familiar with, or a light, a vast light that embraces your body, your aura around your body. The light penetrates into your chakra system. Receive 2 beams of light in your eyes. Another beam of light in your third eye, your forehead, going into the middle of your brain. 2 beams of light up your nostrils. 2 beams of light into your ears, piercing your eardrums, lighting up the whole inside of your head, including your brain. A beam of light enters your mouth, pierces the tongue and lights it up. A beam of light fills your entire throat, the back of the throat and down the throat. The whole head is lit up. The light is pouring down the body, all the way down to the feet. Feel your body, mind, and soul being empowered by Dr. Pillai. Om Dram Dattatreya Shiva Baba Namaha. Om Dram Dattatreya Shiva Baba Namaha. Om Dram Dattatreya Shiva Baba Namaha. Make your prayer to Dr. Pillai to give you the blessings to unlock the secrets of Om Gam. Set your intention for this practice. Whatever your prayer is, whatever obstacle that you have, offer it to Ganesha. Focus your attention at the base of the spine. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Feel the energy radiating out in all directions from the base of the spine, like a pebble in a pond, rippling out. Release anything that is no longer serving you. Survival anxiety. Bring your attention now into your gum, 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 Om 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 gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Feel the energy radiating out in all directions. Move up to the heart center, middle of the chest. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, om gum, om gum, om gum, om gum, om gum, om gum. Feel the energy radiating out in all directions from the heart center. Release anything that is stuck. Put your attention on your throat. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gam, 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 om gam. Om gam, 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 om gam. Om gam, 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 om gam. Om gam, 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 om gam. Om gam, 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 om gam. Om gam, 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 om gam. I feel the energy radiating out in all directions from the throat. Release any stuck karmas that are no longer serving you. Karma is in the throat. Release it. Move up to the middle of your brain, the third eye. Om gam, 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 om gam. Om gam, 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 om gam. Om gam, 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 om gam. Om gam, 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 om gam. Om gam, 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 om gam. Om gam, 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 om gam. Om gam, 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 om gam. Om gam, 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 om gam. Om gam, 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 om gam. Om gam, 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 om gam. Om gam, 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 om gam. Om gam, om gam, om gam. Feel the energy radiating out in all directions from the third eye, the middle of your brain. Move to the top of the brain, the top of your skull. Om gam, 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 om gam. Om gam, 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 om gam. Om gam, 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 om gam. Om gam, 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 om gam. Om gam, 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 om gam. Om gam, 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 om gam. Om gam, om gam, om gam, om gam, om gam, om gam, om gam. Om gam, 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 om gam. Om gam, 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 om gam. Om gam, 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 om gam. Om gam, om gam, om gam. Now move into your eyeballs, light them up. with the intelligence, the light of Ganesha, the vibration of the sounds Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Feel the energy radiating out from the eyes in all directions, reaching out to the beyond. Move into the nostrils. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Release the energy from the nostrils in all directions, beyond the beyond. Move into your eardrums, pierce them with the sounds and the light and intelligence of Om Gam. Eardrums. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam. Om Gam, Om Gam. I feel the vibrations, the energy radiating out from the eardrums in all directions, beyond, beyond. And now move into the mouth, the tongue, the back of the throat. Feel the energy expanding in the mouth. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om gum, 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 om gum. Feel the energy radiating out in all directions from the mouth, the tongue, the back of the throat. Release anything that is stuck in the mouth, the tongue, the throat. Beyond, beyond. Now your whole head is lit up. Your brain is gum, 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 gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, om gum, om gum, om gum, om gum, om gum. Om gum, om gum, om gum, om gum, om gum. The whole head explodes with the vibrations of Om Gum, the light radiating out in all directions, beyond the beyond. The light pours down your body, your arms, your hands, lights up the organs in your body. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, om gum, om gum, om gum, om gum. Om gum, om gum. The vibrations, the energy, the light radiates out in all directions from the core of the body, the organs, the arms and hands are releasing anything that is no longer serving you. And pour your attentional energy down into the pelvic region, into your legs, all the way down into the feet, even into the ground. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, om gum, om gum, om gum, om gum, om gum. Om gum. Om Gam. Now scan your body from outside of the top of your head in the aura around your head. The light penetrates your head, pours down the body, as well as the aura of the body gets lit up all the way down, down, down into the feet, into the ground. You are Ganesha. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam. Now move into the brain. Allow your intuition to take you to the anterior cingulate cortex in the frontal lobe area, the forehead, just behind the forehead, into the von economal neurons. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam. Om Gam, Om Gam. You're fully merged with Ganesha from head to toe. Make a prayer for his blessings to remove obstacles in whatever area is disturbing you. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Peace to the body, peace to the mind, peace to the soul, peace to the environment, peace to the world. As you're coming out of your meditation, slowly, slowly do so. And take notice of what has come up for you. Whatever your experience was during the chanting meditation session, make a prayer to Dr. Pillai for blessing you to stay focused and merge with Ganesha consciousness. So slowly, slowly come back to yourselves. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes or stay in your meditative state for as long as you'd like. So I've just shared the screen of the course that Dr. Pillai is going to be taking us through now that we're filled up with all this Ganesha consciousness. He will be guiding us to honor him in a way that we can at this point in time. And Dr. Pillai knows that Ganesha is readily available for everyone to be initiated into various types of Ganesha. So the Living Ganesha course is going to be an 8 initiation process. And then it's going to be happening August 15th through the 22nd. And there are early bird specials that are going to be available until August 11th. So check it out on Pillai Center. There's a link below the video. And I just wanted to share a little bit about what Dr. Pillai has asked us to go over with you. He said recently he had a revelation from Ganesha that Living Ganesha is going to be the theme for his upcoming birthday, which will be an 8-day program. And he says the secrets of Ganesha, the ultimate god of the universe, according to the Siddhas, Ganesha is the first primal deity. They say he is the personification of the most powerful mantra, Om. So just to chant Om, you are in the realm, the consciousness of Ganesha. And actually Ganesha is allowing you to realize that. So we can read the sound Om in a book, or someone can say, hey, you should say Om, and you'll get connected to divine realms. In theory, or philosophically speaking, that may be true, but to realize it, body, mind, and soul, has to come from a master. So he's the second to none in intelligence. If you're lacking intelligence or power or success, abilities, skills. Moreover, that all the enlightened beings pay obedience to him, even the Holy Trinity. So Ganesha told Dr. Pillai that he's the ultimate god of the universe and everyone is after him. He is the number one being in Dr. Pillai's life, just as he is for the gods and goddesses. And he continues on, and this is really important. Although Ganesha is one of the most popular gods in the world, they just unveiled a golden Ganesha, which was $35 million or something worth of gold. It's awesome. YouTube it. So he says, although Ganesha is one of the most popular gods in the world, receiving initiation to acquire his powers is considered to be rare. It's because it can only be given by someone who has mastered Ganesha consciousness or archetype. and who has been commissioned by Ganesha to help others to do the same. So Dr. Pillai is currently the only known master who has been blessed by Ganesha to make this opportunity available to the general public. So historically speaking, the master would only give these initiations to very select students or disciples. But Dr. Pillai is this lifetime with Dr. Pillai, if you're following his teachings, or if you've been a student, or if you've come and gone, exploring his teachings and then gone away and then come back again, we know that he is out there and he's committed to finding the way out of human suffering. So he knows that Ganesha wants to do that, especially right now during these COVID lockdown times. So gain Ganesha's 8 preeminent powers to perform miracles. This upcoming birthday of Ganesha is an important time because it's the day where his energy is abundantly available on the earth plane. So we're going to share about one form of Ganesha that Dr. Pillai is going to give us an initiation into if we jump into that program. The secret of the golden Ganesha. So acquire the power of gold, wealth. And gold is the standard, the gold standard, which all currencies in every country bases the currency, the amount of wealth they have in the country. So acquiring gold Ganesha consciousness, you'll just have what you need at any given point in time. So this webcast is all about Haramba Ganapati. He's a special form of Ganesha with 5 elephant heads, 5. He is in charge of gold, mountains of gold. In fact, he says he'll give you so much gold that it's impossible to spend it all. So Dr. Pillai is going to give the theory and the practice of how to contact Haramba Mahaganapati. So we'll share about other Ganeshas and the initiations in the classes that we will be doing daily in this chanting session. So thanks for joining those of you who need to go and perhaps check out that store post on Pillai Center and see if Ganesha wants you to get initiated into all those different forms with Dr. Pillai. So back, here we are. Everyone, how was it? You can pop your note on the chat. Eliza Lee is saying the whole session is beautiful. Nice. That's what I love about these chanting sessions, is that people want to come and join because it's very challenging or not so easy. We get so distracted with our activities of daily living that we say, okay, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to chant 1008 Om Gam. How difficult can that be? And then the phone rings, the kids are crying, the dog wants out. All of a sudden something has to happen. The dinner is burning, whatever, and we're so distracted. So coming to these sessions, it's pretty easy. You just show up, and then not only do you get 1008 chants of your own in that energy and power of it, you get everyone who has joined, and I think we had a couple hundred people here. So times that by 1008, and that's the blessings that you received. So the more, the merrier, for sure. And even if you're listening to this recording or watching this recording afterwards, maybe you're sleeping right now, depending on where you are in the world, you can participate and experience that energy because it's capturing it. We have this technology to capture Ganesha and everyone who joined in this celebration tonight, honoring, waking up Ganesha consciousness inside of us. So these divine beings are not just out in the space or in heavenly realms. They are inside of us as well, and we need to wake them up. So this is a way to do that. So Faraz is saying here, I feel like I am going to glow like radium with Ganesha's image radiating out of my aura if I am to be in a room without light. That's awesome. blessings of our master, Dr. Pillai and Ganesha. That's so true. You will feel like you're vibrating, you're expanding your body. That's what we want to. We want to feel the energy of Ganesha. We don't want to just chant and like, oh, please, I hope it works out. I hope Ganesha comes. We want to feel him. We want to radiate that energy that's no longer serving us. Any negative, congested survival anxiety, isolation, lockdown, worry, concern, all that has to be diffused away, washed away. And in place of that is Ganesha's energy growing and growing. We almost feel at one point, I was like, oh my God, Ganesha's in me. And I feel like I'm getting an elephant trunk and my ears are going, like I could feel the archetype. So he's not just this image that is silly and someone made it up. That is his being. And we can get to that state or that level if he flashes that image, and then we can experience him when we chant Om Gam. So one of our friends is saying, felt the light all around me. Thank you. Awesome. Carol is saying, I felt so full and deeply cleared. Last night I was hyped during this chanting, all expansion. Judy Bhairavi is saying here, what a wonderful journey with Ganesha, Babaji. It's true. Dr. Pillai, he immerses himself in whoever is coming to the earth plane. So Ganesha has been knocking on Dr. Pillai's consciousness for many years, and it's growing and growing and growing. And it makes sense that he would be helping Dr. Pillai to give Ganesha consciousness to the whole world. It takes so long, as the George Harrison song goes. It takes so long to experience you, my Lord. My sweet Lord. So Ganesha is coming through Dr. Pillai, and Dr. Pillai, through his walk, his power, his word, his teachings, all of his students coming together. Anyone who doesn't think that they're a student of his, they're still chanting, they're coming around the world, they're diving into Ganesha, and they don't really know why. He's in every country. Every single country, every tradition, he's there because he's the first. And he wants us to experience that energy inside of us, that intelligence. People say, oh, I don't know what success is. So Ganesha will help you to experience success, not just once, all the time. So he goes beyond this time-space continuum, as Dr. Pillai shared. He awakens the von Economo neurons, the super intelligent neurons inside of our anterior cingulate cortex in the frontal lobe, frontal part of our brain. And then it helps us to feel compassionate for our struggles in life. So self-compassion needs to happen first before you can feel the intensity of the compassion that is needed for the whole earth plane. So Ganesha will wake that up inside of us, and then we will feel depths of compassion that we never thought was possible. So Faraz is saying, I remember, oops, he's saying that to someone else. Sharat is saying, thank you, Sucharita. I wanted to get to a particular mint of gold, which was out of stock on the bullion website, but Ganesha's blessings, I was able to get it today when I went to the same store. There you go. We just spoke about the Haramba Ganesha, the golden Ganesha, and then Sharat is sharing here confirmation that Ganesha wants you to, all of us, to have that gold consciousness. Whether you buy a bar of gold or whether you buy something of gold or you have gold in your life, just hold on to a piece of gold. This is a golden Ganesha axe, and it gets rid of any negativity. It just chops it up And it may seem strange. It's just this little, like maybe 2-3 inches. It's been empowered through the services that are offered through Ply Center and Ashtabad over the years. And I hang on to it when I feel like it's like I need a key or like a talisman that will take me into different realms. Like the movies, you know, where the superhero has a special cape, or he has a special wand, or he has a, you know, some special something or other. Doctor Strange is one of those movies that really help me to understand these sacred objects are needed for us to go into that realm of that particular divine archetype. And then that is a key that unlocks a secret of that kind of consciousness. So where can you get the golden axe from? You can try to send an email to support@astroved.com, and you can ask them if it's going to be available, if it's going to be energized during Ganesha's upcoming birthday. So Ganesha Chaturthi is also known as birthday. Chaturthi means fourth moon, and Ganesha is associated with the fourth moon. This is birthday. Just as you, every single one of you were born on a certain phase of the moon and under a certain star. And each of those, so each phase of the moon has a particular Ganesha that you may not know about and you'll want to find out about. So you can check that out on Ashraved, 32 Forms of Ganesha. And if you know what the phase of your moon is, and then also the star, your nakshatra, you can check that out. And there is a Ganesha that rules the nakshatra. So I also do one-on-one coaching sessions, which I so love, because as soon as the people know about their Ganeshas, those Ganeshas become their angels. As the Bible says, we're born with a couple of angels and then we forget about them as we get older. But we need those angels to protect us. So there are 2 special types of Ganeshas that I share with the people who come for the coaching sessions. And then we go and explore a meditation process where those Ganeshas show up and they reveal themselves to the person. And it's pretty darn amazing. So, and then I'll give you some tips on how to implement those 2 Ganeshas into your everyday life based on what you can do for your life. Because not everyone has a lot of time to do rituals and, you know, just add 2 more Ganeshas to my meditation practice. So it depends on your evolution, depends on what you can do, practically speaking, and then how you can easily and readily connect with the Ganeshas. And I've heard from the people who've had their Ganeshas revealed, and they, from time to time, they'll pop an email over to me and say, oh my God, I love my Ganeshas. They'd help me to do XYZ in my life, miracles. So you're welcome to check that out. You can maybe, Radha, if you can pop on to the chat, how to get a coaching session with Sucharita. That'd be fabulous. So one of our friends here on the chat is saying, I'm so lucky that I came to know Babaji, Dr. Pillai, and I learned the secrets of the divine. Chan is saying here, should we roll limes or lemons and chant Om Gam? Yeah, you can do that. If you don't have a coconut, Ganesha loves coconuts. So you can just take a coconut like I have here and see the coconut. It represents, look at here, it represents your 2 eyes and your 3rd eye. And then it has the hard shell like the skull. And then inside it has the meat of the coconut, the white part. And that represents our brain. And then inside of that is the juice. And that represents the cerebral spinal fluid that bathes the brain and the spinal cord. It nourishes it and also cleanses it from toxic substances. So waste goes out, nutrients are in. So this is like surrogate technology. You can offer this to Ganesha. You can say, my problems are XYZ. Please, 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 Ganesha, you are this coconut. You want to be broken. You want to break all that karma. You want me to experience an obstacle being busted. And so you can offer it to Ganesha and you pray, and then you take it back, and then you go and smash it. And then that smashing of it, well, the whole process of it doesn't take like 1 or 2 minutes. You can feel tremendous relief of any congested energies. And many of us have smashed thousands of them over the years, where we feel very stuck in situations and there's not a way out. Go to Ganesha, smash coconuts. So in lieu of that, if you don't have coconuts, as Chan is asking here, Cha Chan is asking, then you can take the lemons and the limes and then offer, and then you can cut it with a knife. So you can see on the Ganesha, there is a Neem Ganesha on the bookshelf behind me on my right-hand side. And I've offered him a mango. So the mango is what he loves, the mango fruit. And there's a story of the mango, the divine mango, that is given as a reward. And we'll share about that as we go along in these 21 days. So, or you can Google it and find out, maybe Google Ganesha mango story. You can watch this video again and meditate if you'd like to. One of our members is saying that here. Okay, so are there any other questions or comments? Reflections is saying, I'm asking that when you record, please put your volume up extremely loud, because sometimes your voice goes too low for us. It's better for us to lower our individual volume. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. It seems to be up. Maybe I'm just, sometimes I don't even know who's chanting. It's like some voice takes over me, and you might be experiencing that as well. So my intentions are to be as loud as possible, but then I go into Ganesha's consciousness and I'll try to, stay more alert. I won't close my eyes maybe. So I'm sorry if that faded away, but hopefully with your feedback that I will make sure that I'm staying alert and staying and then shouting it out a little bit louder. Thanks for that feedback. So again, I just go into this realm of Ganesha. All I see is light. I don't even know who's chanting. I don't even know if my mouth is moving. So, and that's what happens. And that's how we know that once we get out of our mind, and then the human mind just takes us, goes to the periphery of our consciousness, and then our focus becomes Om Gam, and Om Gam is Ganesha. It's building the consciousness of Ganesha and then taking over us. Some people, they move around, they sneeze, they hiccup, they burp even, they expel something because they can feel like they're expanding and they're going to explode. So the bodily functions kind of just go naturally to show you that you've expanded your consciousness. You've gone beyond your mind and the body. So it's not just something ethereal that's happening or spiritual or energetic. The physical is bursting, and the intelligence, your emotions is like, it just goes out of the way. And that's how fast Ganesha can shift your consciousness into another dimension. So we're going to add that to tomorrow's daily chanting practice, where we will imagine Ganesha Om Gam going into each of the body parts that you're being guided to focus on. And then we're going to feel his explosion of that going into other dimensions, because we're here in the third dimension. And we are trapped in this body-mind consciousness. And we want to get into the consciousness of these divine beings, and they want to get into us. And they want to wake that up inside of us, because it's there, it's a seed, it's been planted. And they want it to explode. Like Dr. Pillai says, a nuclear explosion. So that's what Ganesha will do. He will expand, and we will go beyond into different dimensions, maybe the fourth, the fifth, the sixth dimension, the seventh dimension, the infinite dimension, not to mention it. So we'll go beyond and experience that explosion of energy. And then after the 21 days, oh my God, who will we be? It'll be fun. So Chainika's saying, when you were chanting, I heard Dr. Pillai, Guru Baba's voice. It was like he is chanting with you. Oh, good. Well, there he is. So maybe he's like muting me and he's coming through, which I am happy to hear. Herb is saying here, I was tingling all over my body. It was intense. Thank you. Yes, beautiful. Poonam is saying here, can you have the coconut after offering it to Ganesha or throwing it away? Well, you can, if you're using it as a karma busting, like you have all this negativity and you want to put it into the coconut and smash it, that one I would throw away. But if you want to offer it to Ganesha and go and smash it and say, this is, I know you love this, so give me blessings. So like a prasad versus a surrogate technology to get rid of negativity, you would throw that one away. So the one that you're going to perhaps eat after you offer it, you can go and smash it and then eat it. It depends on how you're going to use the technology. There are no hard and fast rules with Dr. Pillai. Remember, it's your intention. It's your experience. And this is what people say, oh, Sutrita, I don't want to smash coconuts. I don't believe it. I don't think about it. I don't want to do it. I'm not doing it. And then years go by and they say, Sutrita, I started smashing coconuts and why did I wait? So please try it. Just try smashing a coconut for Ganesha, especially on the fourth moon that's coming up. So it's a full moon. And in 4 days from now, we are going to be really feeling Ganesha's energy. So if you can, ahead of time, go buy a couple of coconuts and then have them there for the fourth moon. And during that fourth moon, anytime, or it could be during this session, you can offer it to Ganesha and smash it to get rid of the negativity, and then offer another one to him, smash it, and you can take that as a prasad. So if that's what you want to celebrate, this is what we're here to do in Pillai Center practice, is to invite people to participate, not only in chanting, but to really get to know Ganesha, and then explore ways in which you can. So are there any other burning questions or shared experiences that I missed? Radha, did I miss any? If I did, please post them to the chat. All right, everyone. It's looking like we're coming up to 11:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time. I just got my alarm. So it's perhaps we'll say goodbye to one another. We'll meet you here again, same time, 10 p.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time. And then we will dive into another practice and see what Ganesha is going to reveal to you. In the meantime, keep chanting Om Gam. Please keep smashing coconuts if you want to feel like you need a breakthrough, and do something to get a breakthrough, or cut limes or lemons as well. Cut through the karma after you absorb all the negativity into it. Watch Dr. Pillai's videos. Watch this one again and dive into that practice. Chant by yourself, 1008. Chant as much as possible. Anytime before you get off the bed, start chanting Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, just even a few times. and then say, please make my day really super easy. And then throughout the day, chant it, especially when you're in lineups or like I was in the groceries, like, oh, please, I don't want to see. I saw a lineup when I was driving up, and then the lineup disappeared, miraculously gone before I got to the entrance of the store. So that's how it is when Ganesha, he will just go ahead and do that for you. So put him to work. And then keep chanting his name. It will unlock the secrets to obstacle removing inside of you, super intelligence inside of you. And then we will meet up at midnight tonight with Dr. Pillai, doing a live Vyasa Draupadi, Goddess, Fire Lab, OMG. It is amazing. And he invokes Ganesha as well. So we're in Ganesha consciousness. Keep chanting for the next half hour. And then go on to Pillai Center YouTube. And then you can see the live Draupadi video. And it will be counting down the minutes. And then please join Dr. Pillai. Oh, it's amazing. You will feel the blessings of Ganesha and the blessings of Draupadi, this goddess that's going to bring you beauty and happiness and protection and intelligence and joy and do things for you in your life that you cannot do. So we need divine intervention because, as Dr. Pillai says, the government isn't going to do it. Educators are not going to do it. The police, the army is not going to do it, or military is not going to do it for us. We're not going to feel that protection that we need. So divine has to intervene. And you know it at that level of the soul because it's pretty scary out there. So we need the protection of the divine. We need to keep doing, not just feel protected or locked down. We need to keep doing what we need to do with grace and ease. So go check that out. And Juliet is saying my first daily thing that she does is Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Awesome. Carol, the link is, I'm not sure if we can share it on the chat. It might be posted below this video. However, if it's not, then go on to Pillai Center YouTube. So you go to youtube.com and then in the search box, Pillai Center. And then you will see the latest teaching, the live one coming up. Yeah. All right, everyone. I just read, time to get ready for Vyasa Draupadi. It is. All right. God bless you all. Thank you so much. Thanks to Dr. Pillai for encouraging you, all these souls, all these beautiful souls to come. And instead of just chanting 1008 Om Gams on your own, you get it multiplied by everyone, all the hundreds of people that were here tonight. And that is going to be the energy that you have now building inside of you. So God bless you. And we will see you tomorrow night. Namaste.